Once again, it's really my belief that all of us have been wounded some way in the last few weeks, last couple months, last couple years. So the assault on our country touched each of us in profoundly different ways, but yet we are all affected by it. And I thought that maybe because as yogis, we know we're about truth and love and learning to see the good in each other. So today, let's just take time to go within. We'll connect with whatever comes up, and then we can let it go, or we can deal with it one way or the other. So let's begin today in child's pose. And you can take your knees wide with your feet together. Or you can find traditional child's pose, bringing your hips back to your heels. Either way, knees wide or knees together. Let's allow ourselves to sink. If our third eye, if our forehead hasn't come to the earth, let's prop it up on our eggs or our blocks or anything you've got. Bring the earth up to you. Our palms turned up next to our feet. Let's just be here, feeling safe and secure as we bring our awareness to our breath. And we just gently notice our breath. We watch it as it moves into the nostrils. And we watch the breath as it moves back out of our nostrils. And let's move from thinking to feeling right now as we feel the breath, the sensation, the texture, the temperature, and we feel the out breath and what it really feels like to let go. Let's take a stronger inhalation, now expanding through our lungs. Feel your back body opening. And we'll pause, finding that beautiful, profound stillness, a place of restoration. As we exhale, let's stick our tongue out and let out an audible sigh. Ah. Just feel a little bit calmer. Begin your next breath when it feels right to you. As our lungs expand, feel your ribs opening, your waist lengthening, your belly pressing into your legs, letting your low back open up. Again, we'll pause. And exhale again with our tongue out and let out some sound. Ah. Inhaling when you're ready. Feel your waist lengthening, your whole body opening. As we exhale this time, let's gently engage the root and navel locks, lifting gently through the Mula Bandha, but drawing the Uddiyana Bandha, the navel, in firmly and lifting up. And on the next inhalation, let's mindfully move our arms forward now, spreading our fingers nice and wide. And let's relax our elbows down. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Let's press into the pads of each fingertip. Feel your connection through the Hasta Bandha, that place where we really give and receive energy. On the next in-breath, let's slowly lift, moving to all fours. Shoulders above our wrists, navel lifting, a nice long flat back. As we inhale, let's look forward. Let's slide our shoulders in front of our fingertips, our elbows hugging in as we gently bow our heart down. As we exhale, let's slowly slide back to that extended child's pose. Third eye reconnecting to the earth. Let go here. Inhaling, establishing solid foundation through the Hasta Bandha. Let's look up, lift your tail slightly as we slide our shoulders forward, gently bringing our heart down. And as we exhale, let's once again slide back and extend our child's pose. Taking a nice full breath here. Exhaling, Mula Bandha lifts gently. Think of that undulating jellyfish as we come back to tabletop. Let's slide our right toes back on the mat and gently lengthen through our heel. On the inhalation, let's lift our leg up and extend our arm out next to our ear. Keep pressing away from the earth and find your balancing posture. Exhaling, hand and knee, come back down. Let's find a nice long spine. Gently sliding our left toes back on the mat. Now we'll take an easy press back. And then let's lift, keeping our hip bones square, and extend our right arm out next to our ear, pressing and lifting away from our earth. Exhaling, hand comes down. Let's bring our knee down. Now let's gently rock our hips to the right, and then slowly over to the left. And to the right, keeping a long spine, and begin to move from your side ribs now, maybe circling your shoulders, circling your hips. Begin to play with movement now and move in a way that feels good. Experiment, move side to side, circle, dip, and lift. And then when you're ready, let's return to all fours, finding ourselves nice and strong. Scapular retraction, pull the shoulder blades down, spin the outer armpits in a little bit to really hug those shoulder blades down. Now if you've got anything going on in your spine, we won't move into cat today. We'll prefer to come to a flat back. Inhaling, looking up, lifting our chest, tail lifts a little bit. Feel the length up through the front of your body as you pull your shoulder blades back and down. As we exhale, Mula Bandha engages. We'll root our tail, maybe moving into a cat tuck, or we'll move back to a flat back. You do what's right for you. If we're in cat, our eyes are on our thighs. Keep your head and shoulders here. Inhale, tail lifts. Slowly feel the lengthening in your vertebra. As we bring our chest forward again and humbly bow. Hips and belly stay high. As we exhale, let's slide all the way back and extend our child's pose. On this breath, let's press into our hands and lift our head. We'll slide our hips over to the right a little bit and walk our hands to the left. Our right hand reaching out a little further, and let's release the right side of our head down on our right arm or maybe on the earth. And breathe into your right hip. Feel expansive in the right side body. All that masculine energy here, let it soften and let it release, knowing we all have masculine and feminine energy. When you're ready, let's slowly bring our hips back to the middle. We'll slide them over to the left and walk our hands out to the right. Left hand walking out a little extra, our head coming down. As we breathe into the space in the left side, as we anchor into the left hand, let's feel the power in this left side. The moon side of our body, cooling, effortless, and ease. And when you're ready, let's lift our chest and walk back. And now get a blanket or get a bolster, whatever you have handy. If you have a blanket, we'll wrap it up a couple times and elevate it. Or we might have a bolster at home or a couple nice firm pillows. So let's put that down in front of us, and then we'll rest our pelvis on the bolster or your blanket. So our pelvis is high, and then we'll lengthen down, let your legs reach down, and bring one ear down and release. So let your whole body relax here as you take a big in breath. Feel the expansion in your body. As we exhale, engaging, gently lifting Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. Releasing, squeezing, letting go. And pause, find ease. And breathe again. Now, of course, if we're in pain in this position, we certainly won't stay here. But let's let our body open with each breath. Recognizing when our emotions arise, accepting them, and then let them go. We aren't our emotions. Let's slowly lift our head and bring the other ear down if that feels okay to you. And let's find those mindful breaths here, feeling completely connected to our earth, firmly rooting and grounding our whole energy body here, receiving the benefits of this beautiful Kundalini energy. Watching our breath, letting go of anything right now that's not our breath. Feeling, letting go of thinking. Let's take one more breath here. And then mindfully lift your head. Let's push into our hands. And we'll slide back. And we'll move our blanket or our bolster out of the way for now. And then let's slowly come down and have a seat. Let's keep our knees bent, the Pada Bandha flat on the earth. Ankles, knees, and hip bones lined up. Let's sit nice and tall. Lift from the sternum, lift from your crown, hands behind our legs. Let's pull our collarbones open, let them smile, and slide the shoulder blades down on our back. As we inhale, let's begin by looking up to the heavens above. As we exhale, we'll hollow out the belly, scoop, lift from the belly, and slide your hands down your leg. Chin dipping. Inhale, let's slide back up. This time we might extend our arms up next to our ears. Don't lift high, hug the shoulder blades down. Exhaling, hands behind our legs again, and this time we'll keep our spine long and hinge back. Inhaling, let's lift. So again, keep your hands behind your legs or use that extra ballast. Find your power, find your strength. Remember, we hold fear and anger in the center of our body. So let's fire it up and burn away any of those negative energies. Exhaling, now let's bring our hands behind one leg and we'll slowly release down to the earth. Let's draw that leg in nice and tight. And extend the other leg out, reaching through the heel. Dorsiflexion on both ankles. On the next in-breath, let's find both legs above our hips. Exhaling, we'll draw our left leg in and extend and lengthen through the right side now. And let's move with our breath. Take it slow and easy as we gently alternate. Let's keep our head down on the mat for now. Find your breath. Hear that whisper breath in the back of your throat for both the inhalation and your nice strong exhalation as we again give ourselves permission to let go. When we found that we've evened out those rotations and those leg movements, let's hug both legs in. We'll place our hands softly on our knees and begin our egg beaters. Let's inhale and gently press our knees away. We feel the little arch in our lower back. We'll open the knees away from each other, keeping the toes together, and exhale, hug your legs back in, feel your low back anchored to the earth. So we'll slowly begin to move. We don't want too much of an arch in our lower back as we do these little pelvic tilts. Waking up there in the low body, moving with our breath, just taking our time until we draw the knees in, close, hands around the shins. Perhaps on the next out breath, we'll lift our chest. Feel all of your ribs tugging in, navel tugging in, and let's slowly release our shoulders and our head back down. Now let's bring our left foot to the earth and reach our right heel up towards the ceiling. We'll bring our hands, clasp them behind the leg, and slide down halfway between your knee and your pelvis. Let your pelvis be heavy as you extend energy up through your heel, toes drawn down towards you. Find that little bit of counter pressure and inhale, let's point our toes. Really lengthen, don't just move your ankle, feel all of your leg muscles working. Exhale, toes down. So we're just opening, lengthening. Let's point again. And dorsiflex again. Pressing through the heels. Hands drawing into the hamstrings now. Leg pressing back. Finding support. And let's release and bring that foot down. Let's extend our left leg up now. Joining our fingers behind the leg again, slide your hands down halfway between the knee and the pelvis. Dorsiflex, now gently draw your toes down towards you and lengthen up through your heel. Let your pelvis get heavy on the earth again and enjoy this counter pressure of support as we open, as we lengthen, finding our breath, the key to our letting go, to strengthening, to stretching, mind, body, and spirit here on our mat this morning. Energy through the heel. Again, a little gentle draw into the leg and press your leg back. And let's bring our foot back down. Beautiful. Now let's take your bolster or your blankets. And let's put them on the left side of us, so that when we're moving into a spinal twist here, we'll extend our arms out to a T. Let's float our knees and our feet up. So of course, now that our feet are off the earth, we find our low back flat on the earth. Energize those core muscles. As we inhale, keeping our feet and knees together, let's slowly bring them to the left. Right where you've stacked your blankets, your pillows, use your bolster. So feet and knees together. Let's draw the right shoulder blade back down towards the earth and take a gaze over to the right. Now let's find our breath again as we inhale. Feel the expansion through the right side of your body. Right shoulder blade anchoring a little bit more. Connect to the fingertips in your right hand. Exhale, let's relax our shoulders, but engage the root and navel locks. And soften. And again. Now think about your legs. Begin to relax your left hip, your left thighs, your right hip. Oh, the thighs and both legs. Releasing our calves, letting the bones in our legs get heavier. The soft tissue getting softer. Check in with your hip again, your thighs. What about your shoulders, your face? Softly release. Think about letting go with every out breath. Simply melting here onto the earth. We are one with the earth. Breathing in the supported twist. We want no work happening in our body right now as we gently breathe. Let's think of breathing all the way to the tips of our toes. And as we exhale, we slowly release and let go. Tension, fear, tightness, letting go of distraction, finding easy, full, smooth breaths. Now, if you'd like to, we'll keep our legs right here, but we'll extend our right leg out now, the right knee and thighs right over the left knee and thighs. Let's lengthen through our heel as we feel the lengthening through the right leg. Let's point our toes and dorsiflex and slowly circle your ankle. So your leg isn't laying on the other leg, it's floating just above it. And let's circle our ankle in the other direction. Let's lengthen through our heel again. And then we'll bring that knee and foot back together with the others and let go. Notice how you were clenching in the left hip. As we engage the muscles in the right side, let's let it all release again. We know how to do this. We cause tension, we cause tightness. We can let it go with our breath. Now let's mindfully turn our gaze back to the sky. And as we exhale, engaging root and navel locks, let's bring our knees and feet up. If you've got issues in your low back, your feet might still be on the floor. That's okay. Now let's bring our feet down and we'll switch and bring your blankets, your pillows, whatever you're using for your bolster, over to the right side. Again, when we twist, we'll bring our feet and knees up or feet on the floor and slowly rest your knee, your foot, make sure all the way to the feet are supported. And we'll take our gaze left, shoulders down away from our ears. We can really feel our scapula connecting to the earth, helping us to open up that back window to our heart where we can release and let go of the tension, the pain, the sorrow we carry in the chest and our heart space. As we breathe here into the left side of our body, we feel it opening and expanding. As we exhale, we engage gently through the root lock and firmly through the Uddiyana Bandha. And then we soften. Let's think about our hips now, relaxing through the right hip, letting go of your thighs. Left hip softly releases. Let's notice and allow our bones to grow heavier in the legs, in our shoulders, our arms. And soften, relaxing our muscles, relaxing our connective tissue, watching it as it expands on our inhalations as our whole body breathes. Exhaling, engaging a gentle lift of the Mula Bandha, that undulating jellyfish, navel drawing firmly in. Checking in again with your hips, your thighs, your calves, shoulders, your neck and chest, your face. Let's keep it soft and supple. And on the next inhalation, we can extend our left leg out. We'll keep the knee floating right above the other knee, thigh over thigh, and let's point and flex. And point. Try to keep the left shoulder down. And now let's find slow circles. Just the ankle. Stabilize your leg. And let's circle our ankle in the other direction. Let's pause again and lengthen through our heel. And then on the out breath, we'll bring the feet and knees back together. Let's breathe softness into our bodies. Feel them opening. Give yourself this opportunity to let go. Letting go of expectations and judgments of ourselves or others. Being right here with your breath, knowing this is the most important moment. All of the leg muscles softening, your leg muscles, active full breaths. Now when we're ready, let's turn our gaze back up. Exhale, we need the root and navel locks engaged to bring our knees back up. And let's plant our feet back on the earth. All right. So now, let's get your blocks, or whatever you're using for a block today. Preferably you've got eggs. You can use your pillows if they're nice and firm. And we'll prepare for bridge. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Let's lift our toes and wiggle them around. Feel that engagement in our arches. And then bring your big toe down and release the toe pad of each toe back down to the earth. Feeling those roots, feeling connected. Arms on our sides. Let's broaden out the scapula. Walk your shoulders out a little bit. Anchoring to fingertips as well. Our ankles, our knees, and our hip bones are all aligned. As we inhale now, let's take that nice expansive breath.
Exhaling, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha engage. Now engage your gluteals, squeeze your glutes, press firmly into your feet as we lift, but we want to use the glute muscles to lift. Press the shoulders down in our fingertips, feet firmly on the earth. Let's press our pelvis towards our knees and pull our heels back towards your shoulders. And take another big in breath, thinking about internal rotation through our thighs. When you're ready, with the next breath, let's slowly release one vertebra at a time down. Make sure your knees don't open up or collapse in. Stay aligned. Releasing slowly and mindfully. Let's do that one more time. A big full breath in. Exhaling, we'll engage those bandhas, engage the glutes, lift firmly into the Pada Bandha, feet firmly into the Hasta Bandha, your fingertips engaging. Let's think of internal rotation through our thighs again. Let's press the pubic bone towards our knees and pull our feet back towards us. Taking another nice big breath here, nice and full. Exhale, slowly, slowly releasing back down. Now let's take our block or our egg and bring it between our thighs. Now let's open up our sacrum. So we are engaging. Now let's release. Arms at our sides. We'll take a big in breath. As we exhale, hug your block or egg, squeeze the buttocks, and let's lift. And notice the difference here. Pelvis pressing towards our knees, heels pulling back. We really feel it in the hamstrings, but not so much in the glutes. But yet we're engaging, we're lifting. It's because we're opening up our sacrum in this position. Think of spinning whatever you've got between your legs down towards the earth, internally rotating your block or egg. Lots of tension. Breathing through it, we can breathe through anything life throws our way. Make sure of that now as we slowly, slowly come back down to the earth. We'll take whatever we had there between our legs out and hug our knees in towards our chest again. Let's gently rock. Now let's place our feet on the earth, and again, get your blocks or your eggs. We're moving into a supported bridge now. So we worked the bridge, now let's let the bridge work for us. Pada Bandha. Engage the glutes and lift your hips to bridge again. Then we'll slide our block, our books, our board, whatever you've got, and bring it under your pelvis. We want to feel our tailbone on it, not our lower back. Lift your shoulders and walk them away so you feel more length through the torso. And then let's walk our heels slowly out, lengthening our legs here. Arms can be anywhere, but it feels especially good to go to cactus arms with the back of our hands on the earth, elbows just a little bit below our shoulders. Feel the back of your head on the earth. And begin to soften here. And again, if you're in pain here, we're sure not going to stay here, right? We know to listen to our body. But here, we're starting to unfold, we're starting to release and open through the front line of our body. And we get so very tight in the front body, especially if we sit a lot. So we want to just feel length. We want to work our breath here. Inhale. Feel your body opening. Especially notice in the hip flexors, down through the quadriceps. Just listen to your body. And as we watch our breath, let's notice where our breath might feel a little obstruction. Does it feel like there's a place where your breath just stops? Come to your edge and softly work through it. And to really open with each inhalation. Softly draping our bodies. Here in a supported, elongated bridge. What are those bridges that lift up and,
A drawbridge.
yeah, we're a drawbridge. Okay, let's bring our arms back alongside our body and walk our feet in close to our eggs or blocks again. Just make sure they're secure there. Excuse me. And then float your feet up if you want to, and lengthen your legs up. Basically, it's a hip elevated, legs up the wall here. And let's point our toes. Really lengthen. Feel all of your muscles working. Exhale, dorsiflex. Let's point and flex. And now let's point and flex rapidly. And use this action as a pump for our lymph system. And then press through your heels. Let's just hold here. Find your breath. Reversing our world, reversing our view on things. Trying to see life from a little different angle. Opening our minds, opening our hearts. To being the observer, rather than reacting all the time. Let's just watch with kindness and compassion, listening to our bodies, aware of whatever comes up in this position. We'll take one more big breath here. Feel how your shoulders have settled down, how your scapula has found some ease here on the earth. As we exhale, we'll tuck our knees in again and slowly bring our feet to the earth. From here, let's move into butterfly now, bringing the pads of our feet together and let your knees open wide. If you're on eggs, you might begin to just gently rock from side to side, keeping your legs nice and heavy, opening up through the groin, allowing energy to move freely through our body, even in those tight and dark places. Moving that light, moving love, moving prana. And let's just pause in our butterfly. As usual, if we're uncomfortable here, we won't hold this. But if it's okay, we're just going to pause here now and breathe. Maybe we'll even rub our palms together, warming up the hands, and place them over our lower abdominal area, right over your hip bones, over the pelvis. Keep your elbows and your shoulders down on the earth. Stay supported. We don't have to have our hands in the middle. This wonderful energy from our Hasta Bandha, the energy we all have within us, flowing freely and all connected as it comes up one side of the body and goes down the other. Just like our breath, one breath, rolling into the next breath. Our energy pulsing through our body with lightning speed, moving into all areas as we let our legs slowly grow heavier, releasing our need to control, letting go of any gripping, feeling safe here. Connected to our breath and connected by our breath to each other and to all beings. Let's take another breath here, and as we exhale, we'll slowly bring our legs back together. Let's squeeze the glutes and lift our hips again, and slide whatever you have under you out and slowly release back down. Let's draw both knees into our chest again and reach for our toes in happy baby. And we'll keep our hips very heavy here. Let your shoulders get heavy too. And just breathe. Maybe we'll rock gently side to side if that feels okay. Hips heavy. Let's cross our ankles now as we bend our knees and reach for our feet. If we get there, we get there. If we don't, we'll hold on to our shins. And again, let's gently rock. So we've just tightened this up so we feel a little more sensation there in the lumbar spine, through our sacrum, all those places where energy and light get jammed up. Let's soften. Let's bring our feet back down to the earth now. And roll over to one side or the other. And let's push ourselves up to an easy seat. Actually, we're not going to an easy seat at all. I lied. Let's find those mermaid legs. Let's begin with both legs over to the right. And merman legs.
Thank you.
We don't want bone on bone, so our right knee is probably behind our left ankle or thereabouts. Let's sit tall. Try to rock your pelvis a little bit. Try to bring some weight back into the right side of your pelvis. Let's reach our left hand out now and inhale. We'll watch our right drishti as we reach up to the sky. Left arm stays long. As we exhale, take your right arm over your ear. Keep your right hip yearning down to the floor. Big in-breath here. Exhale, navel in as we come up and bring your right hand on your shin. Inhale, let's lengthen and open through the left side. Exhaling, hinging over to the right now. Keeping the left hip down, breathe into the left side body. Exhale, let's come back up. Left hand back to the earth. Let's inhale and extend through the right arm. This time, we're bending our left elbow, taking it into a little bit deeper of a stretch through the right side. Right hip stays down. Take a big breath here. Exhale, navel in. Let's come back up one more time. Hand on shin. Inhale, open up the intercostals on the left, and let's reach over to the right. Big breath in here. Exhale, let's come up. Let's twist to the left now. Both hands on the earth. Sitting tall. And then let's release. Good. Let's move our legs to the other side. Find a position once again where you're back, you don't have bone on bone. Let's try to balance out in the pelvis. Of course, the left hips will be lifting a little bit. Right hand on the earth. Inhale, lengthen your left arm up. And keep your right arm long as you lengthen over to the right. Keep your left hip pressing towards the earth. Inhale, reach and open a little more with this breath. As we exhale, let's come back up. Left hand on your shin. Inhale, lift and open through the right side. And then we'll lengthen over to the left. This time our right hip stays heavy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, right hand back to the earth. Inhale, lift straight up on the left side. This time, let's bend our right elbow. Keep your left hip down and find more space. Another big breath in. Exhaling, coming back up. Hand on shin. Open through the right side. Exhale, lengthen left. Don't drop your head too much. Try to keep your neck aligned with spine. Let's come back up now. Both hands on the right as we support a twist. Nice tall spine. Let's look over our right shoulder. Maybe we noticed the sun came out again today. Yes, yoga. And let's come back. Let's come back to the front and find a wide V. We'll rock our pelvis, lengthen through the heels, lengthening and pressing the back of our knees towards the earth. Let's sit tall, clasping our hands behind us now, chest open. Exhale, navel in, heart comes forward. So here's what we didn't do. We didn't try to reach our chin to the floor. We're not trying to get to the floor. We're pressing through our heels. The back of our knees are pressing down. Our spine is long and strong. We're hip hinging. Exhaling, maybe creating a little more space. Let's not lock our elbows out here. In fact, think about pulling your hands away from each other now as you hold on. Nice chest expansion. And exhale, let's sit back up. All right. Good job. Let's bring our feet back in. And I think we're about ready to prepare for Shavasana. Before we lay down, let's inhale and open up our chest. And exhale, give yourself a nice big hug. Really squeeze, and let's rock from side to side. Move from your side ribs. Let your shoulders and your head sway. Let's find ourselves in the center again. Another nice full breath in. Open up your heart. Send that heart light out through each fingertip. Exhaling, other arm on top. A beautiful loving embrace. Give yourself love the way we want to be loved. Gently rocking. Honoring the sensation of what it's like to be really hugged by you. Let's pause and pat ourselves on the back. Let's sit tall again. Do one last stretch before we lie down. Let's lift our right hip up and place our fingertips under that side of our pelvis. We want to sit nice and tall and very mindfully bring our left ear towards our shoulder. Keep your right shoulder down. Breathe into the sensation you're experiencing here. Opening and lengthening. Releasing some of the tension many of us hold in our neck and shoulders. Left hand on our head, let's bring it back up. We'll lift our hip and bring our hand down. Let's go to the other side. Lift up your hip and place your fingertips under it. Open your collarbones. We're sitting nice and tall. And then we very gently bring our right ear towards our shoulder. Keeping the left shoulder down. Just breathe here. There is a lot going on. So breathe into whatever sensation you're finding. Opening. Releasing. And then let's bring our hand to our head and lift it up again. And lift our hip and bring our hand out. Let's interlace our fingers and press through. And inhale, lift and open. Exhale, circle sweep. Hasta Bandha returns to the earth, feeling tethered, strongly connected. Now let's get ready for Shavasana. So, lots of choices. I suggest you prop yourself up one way or the other. We could do instant Maui and prop up our lower legs. Maybe lifting them up, calves up on a chair. Maybe we're choosing legs up the wall. Maybe we want to rest in a chest opener, in which case we would take our blanket and bring it right underneath our sternum under our back. Just find a place that feels comfortable to you. We want to find a place where we can find stillness. We want to find a place where we can connect to the beauty of our breath, to the joy of each movement, as we took gentle care of ourselves already this morning, allowing ourselves the practice of self-care. And let's remember, there's more to self-care than we realize sometimes. Our bodies need water. We need lots of water. We need fresh air. We need to be out amongst nature and the trees as often as we can. We need to nourish our bodies and not nourish our emotions. We need to laugh. We need to find joy in all the simple things in life. That's where joy is. We can let go of looking outside of ourselves to find joy and happiness, and allow ourselves to really connect to our truth, our true nature, which is peace. It is love. it's ease. So as we settle into a place of stillness, and oh, I know, our subconscious mind resists stillness. So just try to resist any urge to move as we bring awareness to our breath. No longer trying to control our breath, we just observe it. What a gift each breath is. A new beginning, a new opportunity to let go. Whatever you want your tool to be. Again, it's like a hammer that can take out a nail or pound one in. So let's begin at our face today, where we hold and store our emotions and begin to soften our foreheads. Just think about maybe smoothing tension or tightness from the right to the left and let it go. Softening and releasing your right eyebrow and your left eyebrow. And let's soften this place between our eyebrows, opening up that third eye energy, place of knowledge and intuition. We know, all we need to know is deep within us. If we stop and listen, becoming more aware, as we soften our cheeks and take a deliberate swallow and slide our lower mandible from side to side once again, letting go of any tension we're holding in our jaw. Let's allow our tongue to rest softly on the bottom of our mouth. And notice the air as it moves through your throat. As we allow our shoulders to let go of any burdens we're carrying in our shoulders. Releasing and finding ease. Each shoulder, right shoulder and left shoulder, the burden areas, the places of where we carry our responsibilities. And so we let them go. We softly let go of all burdens right now as we bring our awareness back to our throat center, feeling the breath, finding our truth rests here at our throat, opening to our truth. As we shift awareness down to our chest now, to this heart center, checking in with any grief, sadness, any lack of love we're holding here, helplessness, embarrassment and shame rest in the heart chakra. So we open it up and we let go. So we find a soft heart, a loving heart rests in our bodies. As we learn to make choices and decisions from our heart. And we move awareness down to the center of our body, our fear center. It's the place of our personal power, but also it's the place where we fear losing control. It's our anger and rage center, jealousy and resentment, the opposite of all of that personal power and self-love we find here. It's the home of guilt and shame. So we open up the center of our body. Let's see that beautiful golden brilliant light, the light of 1,000 suns shining brilliantly in the center of our bodies, reconnecting with our goodness, reconnecting and opening to the goodness of others. As we soften all of our back muscles, feeling the support the earth offers us today. And we bring our awareness down to our hips, to our pelvis, to the place where our old stuff settles. Anything done to us or taken from us without our permission. Here we feel the lack of emotional support. Any childhood conditioning shows up here. So let's light up our pelvis, let's light up our hips with that gorgeous, beautiful healing energy and let it all go. Let darkness be replaced by light. As we find ease in this moment, feeling safe right here, right now, safe at home, safe with your emotions as they arise. Again, remind yourself we're not our emotions. So with your next in-breath, imagine sending the warm energy of your breath to any part of your body that requires more loving attention. Any place that might have become a little more uncomfortable or tight with our discussion, and release it. Warming, loosening, softening. Let's breathe it all out. Feeling safe and comfortable here. Sensing the healing action of your own breath. Allowing your mind to empty. Even if it's just for a quick second, feel free in the stillness. Any emotions can be noted and acknowledged and sent back out with the breath. As we once again allow ourselves to become that lake with no ripples. The lake at dusk. That mirror lake reflects away from it negativity, any pressure from the outside world. And yet it allows us to look deeply within, to connect to our true center. Imagining a place now where you feel safe, peaceful, and easy. Maybe it's a place you used to go to or go to now, or somewhere you've always wanted to be. A place where you feel good and safe and peaceful. Where are you in your safe place? Are you still there at home? Are you lying down on sweet meadow grass? On the beach with cool, wet water on your feet? Or on a warm rock in the sun? Or maybe even leaning against a big oak tree? Listen to the sounds around you. Your ears becoming attuned to the beautiful sounds in this place that you find so calming and peaceful. Notice the feel of the air on your skin, your face, your neck. Is it crisp and dry? Balmy and wet? Feel safe and peaceful. Allowing healing energy to soak into your skin as if you're sunbathing. Allow that healing energy to soak in all the way down to each and every cell. Allowing this healing energy to create a soft cushion of support for you. Pulling in all the love that has ever been sent to you from everyone in your entire life. Pull in all of that love, all of the caring, all of the loving kindness, every prayer and good wish that's been sent to you, every smile, every nod of respect and gesture of gratitude, all filling a cushion of energy around you, surrounding yourself with love. Breathing in all of that love and care all the way into your heart space. Feel the warmth of its spreading love and healing energy moving through your entire body now. reconnecting to that place of harmony and balance, of love and compassion, heaviness loosening up, tightness and pressure releasing, just being present, sending warming energy of your breath to every part of your body. As we listen to the following statements and repeat it to yourself, staying focused on your breath. I know there are times I become anxious, discouraged, angry, or sad, and I accept this as my inner truth at that moment. I know the more I accept what I feel, the more I am able to heal. I know that when I remember to feel my breath moving in and out of my body, I allow myself to heal. More and more I can let go of worrying about things that I cannot control. And I give myself space to control the things that I can. More and more I see that when I can accept myself without criticism or blame, I allow myself to heal. I know that when I let go of harsh expectations and unrealistic demands, I allow myself to heal. More and more, I can acknowledge my own courage, strength, and resourcefulness. And I call my attention to heal and grow stronger. I welcome the energy that my renewed commitment to myself brings. More and more, I'm learning to pace myself and take things one at a time. I welcome my ability to cushion myself from negative energy, pain, and suffering. And more, I can respond evenly to events from a center of balanced peace and calm. I salute my willingness to do what it takes to be strong, to be flexible, to be focused. I am aware that with each strong breath in, I am sending precious oxygen and rich nutrients to every place in my body. I am aware that with each breath out, I am releasing toxins and flushing out waste from my cells. I can let go of negativity, anger, fear, and frustration. I can see and feel radiant sunlight entering and warming my body. I can feel powerful blue-green waves of healing energy washing through me and over me, taking with it tension and tightness. I can see and feel a soft, warm blanket of healing energy all around me. More and more I can sense space increasing and heaviness lifting. I sense tightness loosening. More and more my body returns to optimal balance, to homeostasis, balance in mind, body, and spirit. And I know that my thinking becomes more focused and clearer. I find ease with my breath. I find the more I can truly love myself exactly as I am, the more I'm capable of loving others exactly as they are. Anger and hatred has never solved a thing. But we know that love is the answer. So it begins here today. as we learn to love ourselves just the way we are, as we let go of looking outside of ourselves for happiness and joy, as we observe this crazy world and all of the negativity, the suffering, the hate. And we know that we are warriors for love, for truth, for peace. And it starts with acts of kindness, gentle consideration, and acceptance. Now let's begin to bring our awareness back to our bodies, back to the space you're in, increasing our breath, wiggling fingers and toes, maybe moving wrists and ankles, whatever your body needs now. And let's draw our knees slowly in towards our chest. And then roll over to the right side if that feels okay to you, or the left if that's better for you today. As we roll to the right, prepared for new beginnings, letting go of our constant focus in the rearview mirror, let's look out the windshield. Look forward to a brighter, happier day. As we increase our breath, let's press our hands into the earth and lift ourselves up and come to our easy seat. Thank you again, Ned, for the stuffed animal and my vision through that whole meditation. Let's squeeze our shoulders up and drop. Squeeze and drop. Squeeze and drop. We can create tension. We can let it go. Let's take a nice big breath in, circle sweep, and open up. Send light, send healing energy and love out through each fingertip. It's an extension from our heart.
And it's your husband.
Exhale, gather up what you need. Oh, look who's with Greg. Hi, Matthew. Hi, Matthew. We'll bring our thumbs to our sternum, our heart light. Let's humbly bow. Grateful that Matthew's here with us today. But let's be grateful that we have this opportunity to be here together, to be here in peace, in love, in truth. Taking it easy, slowing down, taking our time to do good and be good. And again, we know it begins within. So let your light shine brightly. Find positivity and love to be an answer. And let's hope and pray that all beings can feel healthy, strong, flexible, and balanced today. That we can all walk this earth in peace and abiding ease. That we can somehow find a way to accept our differences as the gifts that they are and make them a learning experience, exploring, being good and doing good, following our soul's purpose, our dharma. So let's all do a random act of kindness today. And be good to yourself. And it starts right now. So know that the light, the love, the truth, the peace and ease in me and Michael very humbly bow to the same in each of you. You're rocking it today. Namaste.
Namaste.